everybody, my name is Mr. Francy and welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am honoured that you have chosen today to join me once again. Thank you very, very much. Today, we are doing another installment that we like to call Celebrating Booktubers, and I am very, very excited to present this one to you. This one has been a little while coming. I said I would do 3 Celebrating Booktubers in April. Unfortunately, I could only get to 2. Here is the 3rd one. It has been sitting there patiently, waiting in the wings, and now I finally get to show it to you. So, I bet you're asking who we're celebrating today. Or, if you're new, you're probably asking, what the heck is Celebrating Booktubers? Allow me to explain it to you. Basically, this is a series that I do on my channel where at least once a month I try to celebrate a booktuber, put a spotlight on them and show them to you guys. You may not have seen them before, or you may have. There is no hard and fast requirement to be chosen to be a part of this series, whether you have 0 subscribers or 1 million subscribers. It is just my way of putting you out there, putting a spotlight on you for those who may or may not have seen you to get on over to your channel and give it a bit of a look. So, now that you know, if you didn't before, I'm sure you too are wondering, like everyone else, who are we celebrating today? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Take your seat on the appropriately placed throne. Jane from the Reading Nook. Yay! Oh, I am so happy to be celebrating my dear friend Jane. Jane has not been around on BookTube that long. In fact, I believe, if my calculations are correct, that she only started on BookTube in January. But I've gotten to know Jane through not only through her channel, but also outside of her channel. And she's such a wonderful person. If you don't know Jane, I highly recommend heading over to her channel and checking her out, because you will fall in love with her as much as I have. Now, I have some notes here, so let's do some reading. I got to know Jane's channel from the moment it began in January of this year. So I got to know Jane before I got to know her channel, so I was privileged enough to have that opportunity. And then, in fact, Jane's first video was one that celebrated my last readathon. Yeah, the Cozied Up with Mr. Francy readathon was her first video. I mean, I just felt so honoured. It was fantastic. Thank you, Jane. I really appreciated that. Jane and I have gotten to know each other a lot more recently, as she's been involved in all of the Discord sprints that I have been doing, and we've even been buddy reading together. Now, for those of you who don't know, her channel, The Reading Nook, is a calm and comforting place of love for me. I love watching Jane's videos, from her TBRs to her wrap-ups, and especially her dumpling-inspired reading vlogs. If you don't know what I mean by that, you will once you see them. Love them. I always just feel loved by Jane every time I click on one of her videos. But I'm sure you would like to hear from the celebrated queen herself today. So take your place on the appropriately placed throne, royal throne, as we celebrate today for you, Jane. Let's head over to the queen herself. Here is Jane to tell you a little more about herself, what she reads, and her channel, The Reading Nook. Take it away, Jane.
Hello everybody, hello Mr. Francy. I was just so touched that you chose my channel to spotlight. It's just like, I was so touched when you asked me. So you asked me to answer a couple of questions just so that everybody can know me better, know my channel. So the question number 1 is, what is the name of my BookTube channel and how did I come up with the name? So my channel's name is The Reading Nook, and I thought of a bunch of different names for it, but none of them really fit. So I was thinking about what my channel was going to be about. So it was going to be about cozy mysteries and reading and things like that. So I was thinking a reading nook is a cozy area that you would go to in your house that you would go and read. So it's nice and cozy, it's warm, you'd have a nice fluffy blanket with you and that you huddle under while you're reading. So that's how I came up with the name of my channel. So question 2 is, what type of videos do I do? So I do book tags, reading vlogs, wrap-ups, and TBRs. Question number 3, what type of books do I like to read? I like to read cozy mysteries, thrillers, and suspense novels. And I've discovered the last little while, earlier this year, that I like the closed circle mystery isolation trope. And I also like really surprising plot twists. Question number 4, do I advocate DNFing, and what would I suggest to people who are not sure if they should put down a book? I advocate DNFing. If you find you're not enjoying the book, then put it down. And there's so many books out there, and if you find one that you love, then you should pick that up. Question 5, am I involved in buddy reads? Yes, I actually have done a few buddy reads, and it was a lot of fun. Question 6, what is something that I think Booktube could use more of? I think that Booktube could use more visibility, in that when I first started watching videos on YouTube, I didn't know that Booktube existed. So I always thought that it was just Vivo channels and music channels and kids unboxing videos, or videos about adorable puppies and kittens. So I think if there was more, if people knew more about Booktube, then it would bring a lot more people to the space, and so they learn more. They find it would make it more mainstream, I guess is the right way to say it. So I think that's what Booktube could use more of. Question number 7, what is my favorite video that I've done so far? I think my favorite would be the reading vlog from March 6th to the 19th. That one, I think I relaxed a bit more, and I think I was less serious. So I think that one, I improved the way I'm doing videos. I wasn't as serious in that video, I think. Question number 8, name 3 books that are a must read. So these are all Agatha Christie books. So they would be And Then There Were None, Murder on the Orient Express, and Crooked House. Question number 9, how do I pull myself out of a reading slump? I don't think I've ever been in a reading slump, really, but if I found I just didn't feel like reading, I would go and listen to podcasts that I like. Question number 10, if there was a book written about me, what would it be called, and what would the cover look like? So if a book was written about me, I think the title would be Love Yourself, Ninja Jane. And then the cover would have a ninja in a fighting pose. My coworkers call me Ninja Jane, so that's where the ninja comes from. It would be an autobiography about how I live with rheumatoid arthritis. I was diagnosed at the age of 5, and how it's not just affected me physically, but mentally as well, and how I deal with it even now, how I deal with it. So I think that's what a book about myself would be about. And the final question, is there anything on here that I would want to add? So I joined the Killing Time with Cozy's Discord group last fall, and I've met some really great people. Everybody's really supportive of each other, and I enjoy reading the messages and interacting with people. It's like everybody is just so amazing. And I'm very shy, introverted, and serious. So I mean, posting videos on YouTube is it's putting me out of my comfort zone, and just like putting myself out there for people to see is very scary. But it's making me come out of my shell. So I mean, that's very positive. And people have been really, really positive in their comments, and it just encourages me to keep going. So I'm really I'm really grateful that I found this group of people on the Discord group, and even on YouTube. It's like, you've all been amazing. Thank you again, Mr. Francy, for choosing my channel to spotlight. I'm so grateful and just so touched that you chose me. I'm a baby YouTuber compared to you and everybody else that have been posting for a while. So the fact that you chose my channel is just like, it means everything to me. You were such a positive person. I enjoy watching your videos, and it just makes my day just to see your positivity. and that you always have that energy. Always, you keep it going in every video, and that inspires me and encourages me. So thank you again so much.
Aw, isn't she amazing? As I told you, she's just so wonderful. She's someone that once you get to know her, you know that your life has improved just by meeting her and having her in your life. I don't think I've ever seen anything bad from Jane. Jane's just such a nice person. So I'm really, really, really happy to be celebrating her and honoring her and her channel today. And they are two separate things. Celebrating and honoring her as a person, the person that I've grown to know, grown to love, and the channel that I've grown to know and grown to love. But now we get to do my favourite part of every Celebrating Booktubers, where I get the right to respond to what they have been saying. Now, in case this is your first time here, it's never a negative thing. A lot of the time what I find is that Booktubers I celebrate may be either too nervous or they sell themselves a little bit short. So if they've said something and I want to just add a couple of things in here, you know, a little bit more of a flair that I feel more accurately represents who they are and their channel, then I'm going to do that. So let's see what I have in response to Jane. So first of all, I just want to say, Jane, you are so incredibly sweet. The fact that everything that my videos and me and everything makes your day and inspires as well as encourages you means the world to me. So thank you. I honestly think that's the best review that I've received so far, you guys. So, Jane, thank you so much. Now, Jane says regarding how she came up with the name for her channel, that a reading nook is a cozy area you go to in your house. And my response to this is that this makes so much sense. Going to the reading nook for me always feels like a cozy, comfortable experience for me. So it's the perfect name for your channel, Jane. I love it. Jane also went on to say that Booktube could use more visibility. She said, when I started watching YouTube, I didn't know Booktube even existed. Yes, Jane, completely agree. Booktube, to me, is that hidden gem that is almost feels like a secret society that we're blessed to be a part of if we find it. So I totally agree. It definitely needs more visibility. I came across Booktube just by happenstance. It was a couple of years ago. I'll keep this very short. It was a couple of years ago, January of 2020, hot summer's day. I was reading Harry Potter. I wanted to see if anyone was talking about it, and I came across a lot of people who were talking about the movies, and then I came across someone who was talking about the books, and I loved their video. So I was inspired to watch more of her videos, and then what I came to realize was that all of her videos were about books. And then I found out Booktube is a thing. Like, seriously, I mean, it definitely does need more visibility. We all know about the drama channels and the cutesy patootsy channels and the makeup channels and everything else that's going on YouTube. But Booktube needs more visibility. I completely agree with you, Jane. All right. Jane also said that if she was in a reading slump, she'd go listen to a podcast she likes. And I think that this is great advice. It's such a great advice that it actually spurred me on to look up cozy podcasts, cozy mystery podcasts, and they actually exist, you guys. I did not know this. Did you know that? Did you know that there were cozy mystery podcasts? If you did, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a favorite, leave me the link down there. I mean, the comments are mostly going to be all about Jane, but leave me the link because I want to listen to them. But yeah, that was fantastic, and I definitely want to check them out. Great advice, Jane. Now, she said regarding the book title of if a book was written about her would be called Love Yourself, Ninja Jane. And the cover would have a ninja in a fighting pose because her co-workers call her Ninja Jane, so that's where the title would come from. First of all, I love that title. Love Yourself, Ninja Jane. Love yourself. Oh my gosh. Yes, totally on board. I'm all about spreading that love, but not only spreading it out externally, but also internally. Self-love. Absolutely. I love it. Ninja Jane. I love the nickname. Fantastic. And yes, I am absolutely 100% on board. Someone needs to get around to writing these books for me because I want to read every single one of these books that you all have been telling me in this series. Now, I also agree with what Jane said about killing time with cozies and their Discord group. Everyone is so lovely over there. And for people like Jane and myself, who are introverted and shy, yep, away from Booktube, I am actually quite introverted, quite shy, and suffer from great anxiety. So, believe me, it's different away from here. It does make a massive difference. So, all I need to say now is head on over and subscribe to Jane at the Reading Nook. Trust me, you're going to have a lot of fun while you are there. Alright, in the meantime, let's keep things going, shall we, long after this video is done. That's what the comments section is for. Aside from letting me know if there's cozy podcasts you like, in the comment section below, let Jane know how you feel about her. Keep the celebration going. We call it the Booktuber Celebrating Booktubers After Party. So let Jane know what you think down there. Give her that love that I know and you know she deserves. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But that is it for today's episode of Celebrating Booktubers. If you would like to be a part of Celebrating Booktubers in the future, please do not hesitate to let me know. The best way you can do this is to subscribe to my Discord. Link to that is in the description. And then send me a private message and let me know that you would love to feature here in this series. At the moment, I am waiting on some invites to hear back from some potential booktubers that I'm celebrating, but at the moment I don't have any other videos to show you guys, so if you let me know that you want to be a part of it, hey, you could be featured in the very next Celebrating Booktubers. But in the meantime, that is where I am going to leave it. Letting you guys go with peace, blessings, and so much love. Show that love to Jane in the comments section below. And please be kind, love one another, and spread your sparkling energy all throughout the world. And until next time, happy reading!